So I am not a lottery player. I go years without even thinking about the lottery. I don't pay attention to whether anybody wins,
Decades.
what the amount is, decades even. But when it gets to be $900 million, it gets my attention.
The last time we did this, I was like, let's go in halvesies, and I was like, we'll do $100 each.
Right.
You sent me $100, and then I just forgot to buy the tickets.
That's right. I forgot that.
Petty play.
I did give him his money back.
No, you didn't.
I did, actually.
Did you really?
You know, I forgot about that. That's funny.
I didn't give it back.
No, you're damn right you didn't. No, so I bought lottery tickets, and I bought, I don't know, 20 or something, 20 tickets.
How much is
$40.
a lottery ticket?
It's $2 per play.
$2. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And so
Big spender over here.
I did the random draw. I did my roulette numbers. I did all my birthdays.
You're picking numbers?
Oh yeah,
God, you're old.
No,
No.
I pick numbers, but I also do the random
You
draw.
gotta do the quick pick. Just
I
do the
played
quick pick.
both.
No, there's a lot of people who like to pick their own numbers.
Oh, I know. I see them in the gas stations.
Yeah.
And I'm like, give me the quick pick.
No, I did that.
Just sitting there writing down, like, really,
That's
guys?
just because you're in a hurry, though. I mean, I'd rather, if I had the time, I'd do the same thing. I do quick pick, and I'm with you.
Right.
I haven't played lottery in forever, but $900 million. Actually, you sing it the way you sang it before.
$900 million.
The way you have to
Dr.
say
Evil.
it. Yeah.
But let me tell you this.
But that gets me to the gas station every single time.
Yeah,
Yes,
I did
right.
mine in
Yeah,
Publix.
Yeah, and the heaters.
But I woke up this morning. I found out I did not win the $900 million, and I have to
that's too
admit,
bad.
Yeah, but Roy, I have to admit, I was relieved, and here's why.
Huh.
No, here's why.
I want to hear this.
If you win $900 million, everybody you know, from family to friends to bare acquaintances, expect their share.
No. You got to get the anonymous fee on that one, so nobody knows.
That's a good problem to have.
I know, but you can't.
Wait, you can pay for it to be anonymous?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
I didn't
can't
know
keep.
that.
You cannot keep that hidden.
Right. You
Like-
cannot keep that a secret.
No,
You
your
can't.
family,
Yes, you could.
your
You
family
absolutely-
and
No,
your
you
close
cannot,
friends
Roy.
will
Oh,
know.
I'm tweeting it out as soon as it happens.
Yes.
But the point is, everybody expects their cut.
Someone
right?
would kill me, Tony.
Right?
You're right.
Like I'll be honest. I'm going to pick Jeremy as just a random example. Jeremy.
Thanks.
Okay, you and I know each other. We're not close friends. We're friends. We know each other.
You have
We're
Jeremy
coworkers.
saying, I need $1 million.
Now, Jeremy in his head is thinking, you know what? I've worked with Greg now. I've helped Greg out with a couple of things. $900 million. At the very
Couple
least, he
undies.
could throw me a $1 million.
No,
Exactly.
here's what I'm doing.
10,000.
Throw me a million.
No,
That was a baseball.
10,000 even.
If I win
mil.
if I win $900 million, I'm taking that half lump sum up quick. If I'm coming in here with a stack of $10K for like everybody.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think that's starting point. I'm gonna
Right.
still buy. So we'll still have days.
But
Guys,
to you- but-
we're
but-
going. I'm
but
buying
to
tickets.
your
We're going to
dad's
the Marlins
point-
game tonight. I'm buying a suite. Like I'm gonna do a bunch of that also.
Yes.
But just to start out, $10,000 for everybody.
But
The
to
head
your-
giveaway.
But to your dad's point, I'd expect more.
That's it.
I would.
Yes.
well, I don't
Yes.
think like we're like not like
Ten's
You're
a
going to
little
give
low.
me 10 grand.
Yeah,
You're
10's
going
a
to give
little
me
low.
the same
10's
amount as
low?
you give
10's a little
Tony. I mean,
I'd give 50 to everybody.
the
Right.
first day.
and a $1 million to me. Right.
You're
I mean, that's a different story.
50K to everybody.
64.
Yeah, everybody gets 50K.
We got a lot of people that work here.
With Taylor, Mike Fuentes.
Who doesn't?
Gino.
Everybody gets 50K.
Who doesn't get 50?
Who's not
Everybody
getting
gets 50K.
stuff?
What about your cousin?
I don't have any.
If you did,
wouldn't get.
What's the cuz get? Nothing?
No, nothing.
No, really. So your coworkers get 50. What about your brother-in-law?
I would be like,
Which one?
I'm going.
Yeah, either.
I'd be
Both.
like, we're going for all the family members. It's like we're going to Greece. If you're in, I'm paying. You want in?
I like
Like
that way of
all-inclusive
distributing
vacation.
money, where it's like, I'm going to provide experiences. You guys can come along for the journey. I'm not giving you cash, but if you want to be a part of this, come join along.
That's
I'm the
not
rich
bad.
guy now.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but I think what Greg is saying is he'd rather not win the lottery, rather not win $900 million
He's full.
because he doesn't want to deal with the burdens of how he distributes, who he distributes to, and how much he has to give each person. This is great.
You're half right. I wouldn't not want to win the $900 million, but it is
It comes with
actually
pressure.
a burden.
Yes.
It complicates your life big time.
It would
I
stress you
imagine.
out if you had to cover the media dining at the Marlins game. Hey, everybody, media dining's on me.
Yeah,
No, you're not going to do any of that?
Right, and then you do it once, and they always expect.
What
it.
are
Because
you
you have $900 million.
What's it going to be? 200 bucks?
You get like half of that. So remember, it's like $450 million.
Oh, sorry, only 450.
You have him still covering the Marlins after winning $900 million.
Yeah, right. That's
Fair.
funny. That's funny.
I want to know what you would give Dave Hyde.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
See,
A middle finger.
There again. No, no.
Swift kick.
I like Dave. I consider him a friend. I'm not going to am I expected? Should I give Dave Hyde? Should I give Jeremy? Should I give anybody?
If Dave Hyde won the $900 million, would you, Greg Cote, expect something from Dave Hyde?
Hell no.
Right.
No.
So then there you go. You don't have to give him anything
Right.
unless
Okay.
he asks.
All right. But I win.
GC.
Okay, I win, and a month after I win, nobody else in this room has gotten any money from me. Well, you have because I'm legally required to feather your nest.
I don't have you here 1 month after you win. I have you in a private jet somewhere.
That's true.
Right.
I would.
You're
own,
not coming back.
No, I would own Meadowlark Media a month after I won 900
You would buy us
million.
Buy some stock, yeah.
And the featured show would be
The Greg Cote Show with Greg Cote. Damn right, and you know it.
You're still doing that podcast if you get $450 million?
Oh hell yes.
Can you imagine the resources that could be poured into the Greg Cote Show with Greg
Oh
Cote?
my God, I can
Oh, yeah.
only
He'd
dream.
go bankrupt
I
just
can-
trying to fund the podcast.
I
Brand
can
new budget.
Only dream.
blaze through $900 million.
You know what else I could buy? Listeners.
Yeah.
I would offer
On nice hat
I would
t-shirts.
offer
Yeah.
$1,000 to everybody who downloaded my podcast every week.
But you wouldn't actually give that.
That's true.
It's an IOU.
But he
Yeah,
would offer it.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's
I
the
would offer it,
illusion.
right.
Right. Yeah.
He would tweet out.
That's right. Exactly. A random drawing each week for 1,000,
Right.
and then I would just never say who won. It'd be the biggest scam in history.
Yeah, that's fraud.
I guess that would be a word
Depends.
for
It
it.
depends.
How much to Barry Jackson? Anything?
I'd give him a 20. A crisp 20.
Crisp 20.
Yeah. Everybody on the Herald Sports staff, and there's only about 8 of us left,
Right.
will get a crisp $20 bill.
It's about the way you guys get paid.
What's
That's
the
about
first
right.
goal? If
That's
you
right.
win that, what's the first call you're making? Like, is it to the Herald to say I quit? Like, what do you do?
No.
I think he's calling me saying, how do I cash in a lottery ticket?
What do I do now, Chris?
I mean, the first call would be to my wife, probably.
Are you driving up to Tallahassee or are you like getting a PJ?
PJ, come on.
I would be so nervous. I would be worried. I would put my winning ticket in a lockbox in the trunk of my car and then be terrified that I would still be kidnapped on the way.
Someone knows you have the ticket there.
Yeah, that's
Right.
another problem with winning. I'm not saying I wouldn't want to win, but there are
It seems like you don't
want
wanna win.
You got to
I mean,
keep it under wraps until you get the money in the account.
Yeah, I would
I'm with
do
you on
that.
that.
You're
I
putting a
would
lot
do
of
that, too.
negative energy out there into the world,
I
Greg.
know.
That's the problem. You're
Yeah.
saying, I don't want to win. I don't want to win. You'll never win.
Well, see,
Right.
I'm trying to positive spin it, you know.
Right.
I'm grateful to have not won. Who else can say that? Who else can say they're grateful to have not won $900 million?
Did anyone
Me.
win last night?
No.
Is,
Well,
is that $1 billion
So
now?
we move on to Wednesday, or when's the next drawing?
Wednesday?
yeah,
Wednesday?
no,
It's
nobody
$1 billion
won.
now.
The
Nobody-
billion is where I start to actually get intrigued. Because now at $1 billion, I'm like,
$1 billion.
I can stop
Not
by the gas
900
station.
million.
Nah, it has to get to the B. Once it gets to the B, I'm like, okay, I can go to the gas station, buy a couple tickets.
Right. It's really funny in in my case because if it's a
You all right?
if it's a mere 130 million, I'm like, I don't even consider playing it.
Right,
You know,
same,
it has
same.
to be an obscenely big number to even catch my attention.
I flew
don't
in from
know
San
why.
Francisco last night after 3 weeks off, just traveling, seeing the dead, going to Tahoe, and I went out of my way to get to a gas station, and I purchased tickets, $50 worth.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a
Didn't win.
It's a total sucker's bet,
Right.
but in the back of your mind is like somebody's got to win.
Right.
Why not me? You know, and that's what.
Do you try to scout out stores where you think that's where the winning ticket might come from?
No, I don't.
No, you don't try to do that.
because it could be this little.
It's not coming
pissant-
from a Publix, though. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's got to come from somewhere. It could be this little pissant, 7-Eleven wannabe. You don't know.
Whenever I do the 50-50 raffle at sporting events, I always like to ask the person selling me the ticket, like, you ever had any winners?
It's a scam.
Because
it's a
they-
scam.
It's not a scam.
It is
It's
a scam.
not a scam.
They just take your money. That's all they do. They put it in a different bank account. That's all it is.
And
scam.
I like to ask the person printing my ticket, have you ever had, because they know at the end of the night whether they printed the winning ticket or not.
Right.
And they always tell me they have.
do you do the thing, hey, give me the winning numbers, I come back and split this thing with you? I'll retire you. That's what I say. I'm going to retire you. Do you have that on camera?
With
That's
a
what I say.
50-50 raffle?
They're like $1,300.
No, with the Powerball. I'm like, give me the winning
yeah.
numbers. If we hit it, I retire you. It's a binding contract if it's on camera.
It's also a lie.
Well, I know.
You find the need to get chummy with the person
do.
working behind the desk at the gas station
karma.
over this
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, someone's handing me something that might result in $900 million.
Right.
I want to be chummy with
Brilliant.
that person.
Here's another element to this whole conversation.
Weird.
Giving Powerball tickets as gifts is popular. No, it's popular. Imagine,
Yeah, if you're Aunt Bonnie.
imagine giving somebody Powerball tickets as a gift. Hey, happy birthday!
Oh, and then it wins.
And they win.
I would do it with qualifiers.
How much do you expect in return?
Half.
Really? But
Yes.
but
80,
what,
20.
but what if you don't
Absolutely
say
half.
that as a deal? What if it's like, this is your gift?
I would write it in like
No,
fine print at
yes.
the bottom of the thing.
It's
like,
got to be a binding contract.
half of this is mine.
Yeah. You
That-
hand them the ticket with a contract.
That has to have been the subject of hellacious lawsuits over the years, right? You give somebody a winning ticket as a gift, but you didn't make a deal with them, and then you get nothing?
What Greg is saying is more money, more problems. That's what he's saying.
That's right.
all he's saying.
I've dealt with this when I used to work at a law firm. We like the whole office would go together. Let's all throw in $20. That's a dangerous game. Because what if we hit that? Like I am writing down everyone's name. I'm taking a picture of this thing. Like I'm taking a picture of all the. I am documenting everything so that if it hits the fan and we got problems.
Yep,
I'd be nervous.
indeed.
Who holds the ticket though? That's the
I did. That's there's a lot of pressure.
right.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that's
Hate
what
lost
doing
it.
that.
It's kind of what your dad is saying here.
That's what
I mean,
But
I'd
yeah.
still
do it,
rather
but
win it though.
But it's a good problem to have. See, that's the part. He goes to the point of it's too much of a burden. No, it's not.
No, but in a certain way, it is a relief not to win. You wish you did win, but in a certain way, it's a relief not to win because you're avoiding all of these problems we're talking about.
How much you giving Christopher? Have you thought about that? Or
I have not. I've never been that confident of winning where I've had to seriously consider it. Baby, and you know it.
Well, you guys split that with Michael.
Do I?
That's right. There's another kid.
Am I splitting it with anybody? I just want your mother and I to keep all of it and just start traveling the world, becoming philanthropists. You know.
Good luck with that, man.
Yeah, I know.
Jeremy had you covering the Marlins.
Yeah,
Media
that
dining.
ain't, now that ain't happening. I'll keep doing my podcast, the Greg
You're
Cote
barely
Show.
covering them now.
I'm telling you what. Like, I'm going to be at a ballpark begging a 19-year-old for an interview as a billionaire.
Hey, what?
I feel like you guys, well, us as a show, you've been very judgmental about me and my golf game. I do. I hear it, even from Lake Tahoe, even while I'm traveling, following the dead all over the country, okay? Stu should be a better golfer. And you're right, I should be, okay?
So we agree.
But you guys also have me playing like 36 holes a day. It's like all I do when I leave here is play golf.
You don't you?
No.
I know you record a lot of stuff, but I thought you're playing 3-4 times. I know you're not playing 18 holes every time.
Right.
How many days out of the week do you have a golf club in your hand?
So my 5. So my course is closed though, so I'm not playing as many rounds as I would like to be playing. But I've always said, because Jeremy played for the first time this weekend, and Jeremy, Greg, I am telling you, he's got game. Like he is pretty good.
He's a baseball player.
There is a golf game somewhere within Jeremy Taché. I don't know where it is. I don't know how long it will take to come out of him. But
most baseball players are going to be at least fine at most sports.
Yeah.
But stop doing this to me where you guys think like I have presented myself as if I'm Tiger Woods. I just said at the time I was playing 5 days a week, I was shooting like mid-80s, and I was. But those days are long past. First off, the golf course does not exist anymore. It's being renovated. It won't be ready till December. So I haven't played that much. I'm playing maybe once every couple of weeks, okay? And even when I was playing 5 times a week, I was like a mid-80s to 90 golfer, okay? You guys keep tearing up my golf game. Stu should be better. Stu plays 5 times a week. Stu plays 36 holes a week. Even if I did play 36 holes per day, even if I did play 10 rounds per week, I still would be an average golfer because that game is hard.
It's very hard.
Yes.
Trust me.
Doesn't seem too hard. Went pretty well for me.
Go bleep yourself.
That's your first time playing, Jeremy?
That was my first time playing 18 holes of golf in my whole life.
He played well. He did not disappoint. He did. He had some moments. And when you're playing best ball, that's all you can ask for. It's just a couple of moments.
Just some moments.
Yeah.
Let's not get it twisted though. Jeremy would probably shoot over 100 if he went out and played right now.
If he had to take every single shot on that course, Edgewood, Tahoe, he would shoot like 150.
Yeah, but when you shoot, when you play 18 with 19, I mean, and he's telling you what a great golfer you're going to be, what are you going to do?
I felt so bad for him.
Who, Thielen?
Yeah.
Why?
The fact that he was praising Jeremy's golf game, like, it must have been just pretty brutal out there.
There was no one else's game to praise except his own.
Did Mike take a driver out on a par 3 or no?
He did.
How many swing and misses for Mike?
7 or 8. Mike had
No,
some moments, though.
that's high.
He had
That's
some moments.
high.
That was just on the range.
That was on the range. The range was rougher than the actual course, I would say.
And I think I've been pretty honest about Stugotz's game. He's got a nice game. The short game is strong.
It is, yeah.
You can count on Stugotz for some chips, knock a putt close.
Right.
He's not very long off the tee. Your backswing's a little short.
No.
So you don't get a ton of length.
Yeah.
But
And it's frustrating when you're hitting driver and Adam Thielen's hitting 4-iron and he outdrives you by 70 yards. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's an underestimation of how much he was out driving us.
A lot.
It was unbelievable. He's
crazy.
so strong.
Yes.
I know he's an NFL wide receiver, but
That
still.
sounded
he's also a Panther.
He is.
I saw that on his Twitter account. I'm like, he's a Panther.
What?
Is he?
Old face, new place.
Wait, what?
Wow. When did he leave
When
the
that happened?
Vikings?
I played 18 holes with him. I had no idea.
Talking about Kirk Cousins with him.
That's great.
I asked him about Jefferson.
That actually happened. That's true. He did ask about
that's
Jefferson.
funny. And he didn't say, I'm not with Minnesota anymore. He's very polite of him.
It became common, me making mistakes out there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you didn't mistake him for Aaron Rodgers, though.
Yes.
Right.
But I hate, the bar is set so high for me. I don't know why. It's because I watch golf and talk about golf. The bar is set so low for Jeremy that the 3 good shots he hit made him the MVP of the round.
Here's my theory.
It was 3.
Stugotz,
A little more than that.
you love golf, right? You
Yeah,
love golf.
I do love golf.
Do you consider, yes or no, I am an avid golfer?
An avid golfer.
Thought you were gonna say average.
No, avid, A-V-I-D.
I would say I'm an avid golfer.
Okay, and here's why I bring it up. To me, if you say I'm an avid golfer, it implies you're really, really good. It implies you have a single-digit scratch that you get.
I don't know about
you
that.
Get
I would say
birdies
I would say
routinely.
you're in the 80s.
Okay, that's fair.
If I'm an avid golfer, I'm shooting in the
Right.
80s.
I'll also say Florida golf is different than golf anywhere else.
We learned that.
I mean, it's just flat. There are no hills. You're hitting from places that I've never hit before because we're just playing flat courses down here.
Right.
We're not playing uphill, downhill,
that
none
is
of that.
tough, yeah.
Right. No, it's easier down here.
No, I'm
right?
saying
Yes.
all those hitting uphill and
Yes.
and
I
then
love that,
adjusting for the altitude. So
Yeah.
it's you got to use less club. It's confusing.
I love hitting off a really, really high tee box because you feel like you're hitting it forever, and it looks like it's landing 70 yards. You know what I mean? Because it's going
And then it doesn't because you hit a bad shot.
exactly right.
So you're saying because I fancy myself an avid golfer, I should be better than I am. I'm not saying you're wrong.
I just think that's a weird word because does avid mean skill level or does it mean I really love
Well,
golf?
you said it.
I know.
You're like, it's a weird word. Who brought up avid?
I think most
was
people.
you.
I think most people agree with me.
good
If
point.
you call yourself an avid golfer, people assume you're really, really good. They don't just assume you love the game, you play a lot. I could argue that I'm an avid golfer, but
Uncle Dick's an avid golfer, and he's terrible.
exactly. I could say I'm an avid golfer.
So you can be an avid
Right.
golfer and be bad.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
I just think that you golf too much. Based off of that definition of habit, I think that you just golf too much.
So you're saying if someone says they're an avid golfer, they golf too much?
yeah.
Avid means
That's not-
having.
it's also not possible to golf too much.
Right.
I've looked it up.
I agree.
Yeah.
Not
I
possible.
enjoy it. I enjoy being out on the golf course. I just do.
Yeah.
Whether I'm good or not doesn't really matter to me. I just enjoy being out there.
More of a
with
vibe
friends.
for you, would you say, Stu? You want to be out there on the cart, hanging out,
Listen,
being out
it's a
in
place,
nature.
Right. It's just a place I could smoke weed and not be bothered. I mean,
Zagak.
That too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, it's also one of the few acceptable places just to urinate outside.
That's true. I love doing
Take a
that.
knee.
Right next to a tree.
Seek out a God-made bathroom. Just urinate right on a
what
tree.
he says
Look
every
out for
time.
gators.
He'll be in the tee box, and I'm going to go find a God-made bathroom.
That's right. And damn right.
Not too many steps away from where I am now.
Give a quick glance around.
He'll just start peeing on the tee box. He doesn't go to
No,
a tree.
I've never
He'll
done
just
that.
start-
I have peed in a cup on the green, but I've
Play it.
never peed in a tee box.
Where it lies.
It's a
Kidding.
joke.
And a puddle of pee.
In the actual cup.
That's right. You know,
It's a funny visual.
now that I think about it, I think
great.
a golf cup would just about hold an average amount of urination.
I don't think
Put it on
so.
the pole.
No,
No.
no, you don't
Please
think it
put
would
that on the
hold?
ball.
You think
No.
you think yours would overflow, Roy?
Probably.
Okay.
We're told. I'm told here that we have a shot.
Playing
Of
a different
Stugotz.
game,
Let's
Greg.
assess Stugotz's swing here. Let's bring Stugotz's swing. Let's do a little play-by-play. I know this doesn't work for the podcast.
A little
audience.
high
We
in
got
the rough
Stu
there,
here.
Stu.
Rough. Yeah, we're in the rough here.
How'd I get there? Who shot? Oh, that
Short.
was. We were hitting Thielen's shot
A
there.
little
That
punch
was
shot.
Thielen's drive, man.
Oh, I remember that guy from last year. That guy's good.
Tom? Yeah. It was nice of Tom to allow Thielen to play with him. I mean,
Tommy
Tom
boy.
carried us.
What was Tom thinking?
He was pissed. No, he was pissed because that particular shot that you just showed on the air, he hit a better drive than Thielen did, but we got the Thielen's ball. Thielen's was further, but we got the Thielen's ball and didn't want to go all the way back to Tom's.
But Tom is a cerebral assassin. He will not say a word to you, and he will be the best golfer out there. He also, when we were chumming it up with him back by the clubhouse afterward, because Tahoe, that's what you do. We were
I don't
hanging.
like this voice, by the way.
Crying out
This
loud.
voice
What is
that he put on, like chumming it up. Like, I
yeah,
don't
very
know.
smarmy.
Yeah, it is
Like that at all.
smarmy.
He's a different person. He
Terrible.
is.
I'm gonna-
Tahoe will
I am a
change you.
different
I'm
It
gonna
will.
see to it that Jeremy never goes to Tahoe.
I double
I
that.
should have went to Tahoe.
Chris, I gotta bet for you. Let's do it. I'm gonna spend the next year improving my golf game. We both go to Tahoe next year, and whoever plays better on the pairing with the celebrity gets to keep going to Tahoe forever.
Game for
Whoever
your
plays
life.
worse goes home forever.
Well, Mike and I have conceded we don't want to play next year. Mike and I would like to be out on a boat.
We've got our opportunity.
No,
on the
Just stay home
17th
then.
hole. No, I'm going.
Jeremy
You
thinks
took it
he's-
too far,
Jeremy
Roy.
thinks he's gonna beat me at golf.
Christopher, does Jeremy know how good you are?
I do.
Hear what he
Okay.
said.
Beating you at golf.
Okay.
What
A
an
game
idiot.
for your life, Jeremy versus Chris.
Hey man, I got the clutch gene.
I've got Chris.
Tony, Jeremy, and Roy could play best ball against me, and I'll beat him.
Chris
All right.
is good, guys.
Yeah, I think you would.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah.
Greg, he's legitimately good. Your
No.
son's great at golf.
Trust
all
me, he
three of
is.
these guys have shots in them. I've seen. Well, Jeremy, I've actually never seen. Roy, I've seen play. Tony, I've seen play.
Greg,
They
you've
have,
seen a shot of mine.
They have
Yes,
the
I
shots
have.
in them, but they're few and far between.
Right?
Video team would tell you otherwise.
They only snipped your good shots. I mean,
That's because they were all good shots.
get out of here.
No
Get
proof
outta
of bad
here, man.
ones.
No.
After you funneled that beer, everything went downhill, right? Or was it Mike?
Who went? Wait, what did I do? I'm
Mike
sorry. Someone
funneled
was
the
in my
beer
ear.
and everything went down here.
We both, yeah.
Went
He
downhill,
funneled the
yeah.
beer, and then I funneled a White Claw, which
Oh.
was just awful.
Did you think
Terrible.
about how many people had
Yeah,
funneled that thing?
Trust
before
me,
you?
I thought about it.
I did it
was
last
not
year too.
happy
You
about
can't
it.
not funnel the beer when they give it to you, but you always think about how many people have done this today before.
Yeah, you
me?
get it. That 18th hole, Chris. Come on, man. Tabros, huh?
17.
It's the fourth time today, Jeremy.
And actually, no,
Smarmy
it was.
voice.
It'll
It was
change
18.
you.
The party hole's 17, is it not?
I funneled the beer out of a pool noodle.
I think there's two party
By the
holes,
lake.
17 and
18.
maybe 13, right? Something like that. I'm thinking about the cup and the pee. That's if I'm distracted.
I
that's
want
why.
that might have fallen through the cracks. We want that poll put up of is the cup the perfect amount for
It
urine?
seems like it is. Like
does.
I've never experienced doing that, but it just seems like it would be, right?
Huh.
Like I have urinated into a tin can,
Oh boy.
and
Guy.
and
Did
I
it
can-
hold?
You're showing a little too much.
What
of
do you
yourself
mean
here.
a tin can? What does that mean? Like, put us there.
Poor guy.
What
I mean,
year?
when it's an emergency and you're not near a bathroom and you can't urinate outdoors in a God-made bathroom.
So
on a
that
golf
works for
course.
you. Going in a can.
It's tough. It's tough.
The tin cup.
Yeah. It's very difficult. I mean, you got to
Is
be
it
very
difficult for
careful.
you?
You got to be very careful.
The edges.
Greg,
But yeah,
you're showing
exactly.
your hand.
The edges,
exactly.
yeah.
The edges will
Yeah.
get you.
But
showing
12
your hand a
ounces,
little bit
but urination generally fits in a 12-ounce can. Not if you got to go like a racehorse, like Comley, my racehorse. But if you just have to do a regular urination, usually it's a can-sized urination is about what you need. So I'm imagining a golf cup is akin to a 12-ounce cup. And you know it, baby, and you know it, and you know it, baby.
Uh-huh.
Where can people find that song?
Where can they find it, Christopher?
I'm not telling you.
At YetiBlanc.com, you can buy it and you can hear it on the Greg Cote Show podcast. And you know it, baby, and you know it. It's called Morning Man. Baby. Oh, yeah.
Greg, you would have been a great DJ. Did you ever have that aspiration?
Absolutely.
Of course he did.
Go
You know
ahead.
what?
Send us to
Like
a
Rick
break.
Shaw.
Like right now. There's some time left here. Send
got
us
some
Like
time,
Rick
right.
Shaw?
Yeah, like Rick Shaw. You can
You-
rate Rick
That's
Shaw.
right, Rick Shaw.
You've just
Rest
played
in
like
power.
5 in a row. You're coming out of a big hit.
Talk
Send
us
us
out.
to break. Yeah.
Coming up next, the new smash hit from Yeti Blanc and
This
Greg
is the new
Cote.
and unimproved Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz. Gamble on by DraftKings.
I'm a bit distracted here because I want to go to Messi. I missed all the events that happened. I missed Messi arriving in Miami, the press conference, him going to Publix. I am just reading here on Twitter from the New York Post that Bill Belichick, according to a Patriots insider, is on the hot seat.
No way. Stop that. What? Stop that.
That's what
No,
it
man.
says.
What are you doing?
I don't believe him.
I
That's what
think
it says.
it's more likely that he's on vacation and sat on a hot seat than he's actually on the hot seat.
I'm just telling you what the Post is reporting. Belichick on hot seat, according to Patriots insider. I mean, he's not on the hot
Please.
seat.
One more
Man,
bad
please.
season. Let him have another bad
No,
season.
come
Guys,
on.
you guys don't remember how this works. We've seen a lot. I know, obviously, he's the GOAT.
It's Bill Belichick.
You don't think that there's ever a time where they're going to, I'm with you. He'll never get fired, but if they're not good for, he'll step down. Like, that will happen. Belichick's not
yeah.
going to sit there and be with a bad Patriots
Well, I think
team.
Robert Kraft would give him the opportunity to say, I'm not going to fire you. You could step down.
Yeah.
You've done so much for the organization.
Right, but the phrase "hot seat" suggests he's on the firing
It's
line.
July.
That's what I think is
That's
ridiculous.
July.
Football's back, baby.
I mean, Tom Curran covers the Patriots in Boston. He's very credible. He is the guy reporting this, saying that Belichick is indeed on the hot seat, which is crazy.
We got to talk to him tomorrow.
He's never been on the hot seat.
I'm serious.
No, that's
Belichick?
insane.
Who, Tom Curran?
No, Belichick.
Now, having said that, Don Shula did not leave entirely of his own volition. He was sort of eased out the door. He would never have been fired, but they did sort of say, you know what, Jimmy Johnson's available. How about we fashion an exit that allows you to retire, but sort of not really? So it did happen to Don Shula.
Who are the coaches in the NFL right now that have this, that we think that their job is safe no matter what? I mean,
Mike Tomlin.
Tomlin and Belichick, to me, first come to mind. I feel like John Harbaugh is pretty set there.
McVay's pretty
McVay.
safe. Yeah.
But outside of, man.
Andy Reid.
Reed for sure.
Andy
Yeah.
Reid. Andy
I
Reid's a
mean,
good one.
currently, where we're sitting, McDaniel is safe for now.
Right, but I wouldn't put him yet in that category. I'm with you. After last year, he's obviously good, but I don't think he's in that with that
Niners
other group.
coach?
Yeah, Shanahan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Belichick.
Thank you for
You're
saying
gonna
his
get
name.
I was wondering. I was like, what'd you do there?
Yeah, you know what I did there.
You
You
couldn't
covered for
Shanna
me.
handle
Yeah.
that one
Niners coach?
yourself?
Yeah.
You just said the last name. I was like, Shanahan.
It was one of the Shanahans.
You're gonna get rid of Belichick to bring who in? Because in that example, Greg, you were saying Don Shula's on the way out, Jimmy Johnson's
Right.
here, we can get him.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna bring in?
Yeah, that's a good point. And in the post Brady era, it's not as if it's a super attractive job. You know, you could argue they're the fourth best in a 4-team division. They don't have the elite quarterback, so it's not a job that would attract huge, nominees.
Brady.
Wow.
But he can if he's actually playing for the Raiders this season.
Or broadcasting.
We're owning him.
He's not going to do that.
Or owning them.
What is he going to do?
Gonna play for the Raiders.
Or coach the Patriots?
Man,
See him on the sidelines.
Can you imagine him as a coach? No,
He'd be
is
great.
the answer.
He'd be great.
You think?
Yeah, of course. He's
Why?
Tom Brady.
Really?
Yeah.
I
I mean, Dad Belichick's a good coach. Look at him.
don't know. I don't mean appearance-wise. I just mean has he ever coached at any level whatsoever?
I mean, is Mike Vrabel?
Frabes is good though.
He's a pretty good coach.
That's fair.
Former Patriot.
Yeah, that's fair.
You
Somehow
know?
linebacker, though, lends itself to coach more than
Who
quarterback.
looks like football to play the game we were playing
Oh,
earlier?
jeez, I love this.
Because Vrabel, as soon as you said Vrabel,
Vrabel?
that game popped into my
You
head.
know, our
Mike
guy
Sa-
Tommy the Cerebral Assassin had a cool story with Mike Vrabel from the weekend. If you guys want to hear that one,
stop doing that.
Mike Singletary? Football?
Yeah.
He tried already.
No,
No,
but he
no.
looks like
He looks like
football.
Oh, okay. He
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
like
yeah.
football.
He
Yeah,
tried
absolutely.
already. I know
Yeah,
he
he
did.
definitely tried already. Dropped his pants.
What?
He dropped his pants in the middle in the locker room during a meeting.
Excuse me?
We've
Moved
all
his
done.
players.
We've all done that.
Bronco Nagurski looks like football.
His
Ooh,
name
his
is
name.
football. His
Yeah,
name
yes.
is football.
Google
Yeah.
Bronco Nagurski if you haven't.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Larry Zonka. That's a football name as well.
Zonk.
Zonk is good.
Zonkers.
Those forearms.
Has a great quarterback ever been a great head coach? Probably, but I can't think of one offhand. Like I just don't think the position lends itself to that guy
Elway's been a
maybe-
bad GM.
That's true. Exactly.
Because great NBA players usually don't translate into great NBA coaches.
Right. And baseball managers tend to be, the backup catcher or the guy who had a nice career,
Right.
but not a Hall of Fame career.
Was Doug Peterson a quarterback?
Doug Peterson and Jason Garrett were both NFL quarterbacks,
Okay,
but not
that's
very
true.
good.
But he's saying a good NFL quarterback.
Right.
Back up the Marino down here.
Zach Taylor was a quarterback.
Correct. That's where I just got the information from, an article about Zach Taylor.
Harbaugh was a quarterback too. He's a good coach.
Jim Harbaugh.
Okay, that's fair.
Harbaugh's probably the best
yeah,
example.
Yeah, although Harbaugh was not a great player, though.
Not a great player, but
He was an above average quarterback.
He
But there-
started.
But there's never been like the Hall of Fame quarterback who went on to be a hugely successful head
Any
coach.
former-
You're
I
right.
don't think.
You're right. The information is there are 5 NFL quarterbacks who are Hall of Famers who became head coaches, and none of them even have a 500 winning percentage.
No former kickers or head coaches.
Brady will
No
change all
punters?
that. Right.
Brady will change all that.
He will. Huh.
I love this that we're doing this. I just love that we've gotten to a segment where I can just Google NFL head coaches, and I'm scanning through them right now.
Radio.
Love it.
51 days till the season
We're
starts.
back.
51 days.
But
I
who's
have
counting?
Not that
guys.
I'm
I have a
counting.
bit of a game.
Still baseball season.
I have a bit of a game for everybody. If you guys
it's
are
not.
interested in football games,
Let's do it.
old faces, new places.
Ooh, we had one earlier, right?
Old faces, new places.
Old faces, new places. Chris, hit the music.
All right.
I got it.
He's demanding his game. I
It's
was trying to get to Messi.
buffering. Wait for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for old faces in new places.
Cue the applause.
Yay.
Old faces, new places.
Now this game is NFL faces we've seen before in places we've never seen them.
Wow.
Very exciting. So we mentioned one, Adam Thielen, 19, is now a Carolina Panther,
Huh.
which took a lot of people by surprise in here
Yeah.
who have not been paying attention.
Yeah.
Let's start off with Patriots running back, former Patriots running back, Damian Harris. Where is Damian Harris right now?
I don't know
No
where he
clue.
is, but I'm drafting him in the 14th round.
Couldn't have less of a clue.
book it.
I'm going to say the Saints.
He is a Buffalo Bill.
What?
Wow.
Really?
Inside the division.
That's a common thing.
Wow.
Teams love getting guys that were in their
Yeah, they do.
division.
Huh.
Sticking with the Patriots, former Patriots wide receiver Nelson Aguilar is where?
He feels like a giant.
He does.
Eagles.
He was an Eagle, right?
He was an
First.
Eagle at one point. He
Eagle to the Patriots.
Right.
was a Raider for a while.
Oh, right.
Nelson Aguilar. Where's Nelson Aguilar?
Commanders.
Tell us.
He's a Raven.
Wow. A weapon. Huh?
Okay.
Maybe.
Sure.
I mean, Lamar.
Speaking of the commies, former commie Taylor Heineke, the Green Lizard,
Yes.
is where?
Saints.
That's a good guess.
You mean he won't be playing for Washington in Week 15?
Raiders?
It's usually week 5.
Vikings?
Saskatchewan Rough
Stu?
Riders.
I think Saints as well.
No. He is a Falcon.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, backing
He's
up
gonna-
Desmond Ritter, but the Falcons
Not
know.
for long.
Exactly. Yeah. We got about a 5-week run right here for Desmond Ritter.
Right.
All right, last one.
Okay.
Former Titans tight end Austin Hooper, show favorite, is where?
Wow.
Austin Hooper.
He was with the Titans.
Chargers?
He started as a Falcon.
Bucks.
Raiders.
Stu got it.
Boom.
He's a
Nice.
Las Vegas Raider.
Stu Gotts.
Thank you. Thank you.
Stu got it.
Thank you. Hey.
Hey.
We have much more. Old faces, new places. We'll be back.
Okay.
Oh, great.
So again, Greg, I missed the Messi introduction. You covered the Messi introduction.
I did.
This town is excited for Lionel Messi. It's cool. Yes.
And here's how you knew it's Sunday night. It was a torrential rain storm of biblical proportion that lasted 2 hours. I thought everybody would leave. I should have known better. The stadium was nearly full.
It would have been funny if everyone left.
After all of this rain, it was nearly full, and Messi comes out for 10 minutes at the most.
Dry.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he made a phone call. He made all the rain stop because he's that powerful. He's like a deity.
It looks like it was still raining when he
Oh,
came out.
the rain never totally stopped, Beckham
It
almost.
just doesn't fall on him.
David
Right.
Beckham almost fell on his ass walking down the wet runway. It was almost hilarious. But
It was almost hilarious.
Almost.
yeah, it was almost hilarious because you hate
You like
to,
started to laugh. You were like, ah,
you hate to laugh at another man's misfortune.
Now, I don't know about that.
He was halfway into a laugh.
this is almost
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was an aborted laugh. But here's what the people waited for. For 3 years, all of this Messi talk was rumor and speculation, and people dreamed it might be true but didn't dare dream because they never believed it would really happen. And this was the proof. Symbolically, this was the proof that Messi really is here playing for Miami. And they kept saying Miami, by the way. Fort Lauderdale got no love, even though the stadium is in Fort Lauderdale now and will be for another year or two.
That drone shot that they didn't really do justice for them. Because, like, it's a really small stadium.
It
It looks
is.
bigger. Like, when you see them walking out, you see it's like, oh, this is big time. And then they pan out, and it's just like,
Oh, it's-
wow, this is like a high school stadium.
It's a glorified high school stadium. The idea that Lionel Messi would be playing in that ballpark,
Ballpark.
for the worst team
it
in
is.
MLS is pretty astounding.
Do you think they'll change it though? Like the stadium's going to be bigger eventually.
They're trying to add seats,
Sorry, that was Tahoe.
but it's still going to be frightfully
Made
small.
an appearance.
And the 3 dead shows.
Well, that too. Yeah.
And by the way, the new stadium they're building is also going to be frightfully small for Messi. He could fill Hard Rock Stadium faster than the Dolphins do. And you know it, baby, and you know it. He could, and you know it.
He's like Pavlov's dog when the song comes on. He has to sing it. There's no other way.
So catchy.
Are you saying Messi could sell out Dolphin Stadium quicker than the Dolphins?
Yeah, I think so.
You guys agree with that?
100%.
Yeah,
Sure.
I don't think there's any.
Argentina plays a friendly. There's 100,000 people outside.
Yeah, but it's one game. Like
He's the goat.
consistency.
He's the goat.
They're not going to go every night to see Messi.
Yeah, I think they will.
Really?
You should have seen the crowd outside the stadium. Like when I was leaving for the night, there were thousands of people waiting in a corridor to get a glimpse of Messi that they're probably never going to get because he had probably left an hour earlier. Thousands of people waiting for a glimpse of their guy, their Messiah. It was unbelievable.
This is the new and unimproved Dan Le Batard Show.
I'm just kidding. We're not done yet.
Because I was going to ask a question.
Oh.
How many in this town, Greg? How many games does he have to go scoreless before we start booing him?
None.